Ladies and gentlemen, Nate the Commie Catcher is here, and I just want to take a minute to talk to y'all about parking lot warriors. Now, for those of you who don't drive tow trucks, you probably ain't never dealt with this situation. But for those of you who do, I bet at least 75% of y'all have dealt with this. So let me set the mood for you a little bit. Other day, I had to go tow an Audi. So I put the Audi up on some dollies, towed that bitch to the Audi dealership. Customer was sweet as can be. Service guy was super helpful. I was like, hey, where you want this shit? He's like, I think there's a couple spots over there on the other side of the dealership, man. Just do whatever's easy for you. Try to get in one of them spots. Yes, sir. So I go back this sumbitch into a spot. Take off all my straps. Start to use that bar to put them dollies down a little bit. I get down to the fourth one. Now, the fourth one, for those of you who don't know, sometimes it's the second one, but there's always at least one wheel on them dollies that damn near makes you into a fucking superhero. Because if you go let that shit down and you are not completely 100% prepared, that bitch will send you flying. So no longer than I set this thing down, get catapulted over top of the dollies, and about commit suicide by dollies. I hear a voice behind me. Hey! Can I move this? And that startled me. Because y'all ain't never about had your ass whipped by a piece of equipment, then turned around to see a little inbred E.T. looking motherfucker about 80 pounds. Looking like he just got done smoking on some meth. And I'll say, yes sir, you can move this. You just have to put it in neutral and push it. Well, if I can't move it, you can't put it here. I seen you in the window watch me about kill myself. And you probably turned to your buddies and said, watch, I'm gonna make this tow truck dude pick this bitch back up and move it across the parking lot. So no, I don't give a fuck if you don't think I could put it here. I already spoke to someone in a tie that knows what's going on. He told me to put it here. Then you come out here with your raggedy ass and a motherfucking t-shirt looking all anorexic and shit. Try to tell me that I need to pick it back up and move it? I charge people for that work. I'm not doing it a second time just because you want to be a dick and prove to your little homos in there that you can get a tow truck driver to fucking listen to you. Who told you to put this here? Was it the heavyset guy? What? Yes, as a matter of fact, it was. And if you were going to go in there and say something to you, allow me to follow you. Because I guarantee you, that sumbitch will eat you like a fucking toaster strudel you go in there with that kind of attitude. But on a real note, people, it's a lot of work to load up a flatbed. It's a lot of work to put a car on some dollies. It's a lot of work to take a car off a flatbed or off of some dollies. So, if you don't like where we are going to put a vehicle, your bitch ass needs to make that known before we put it down. Now, I'm not sure what this dude was, if he was like a wash boy or a fucking, like, parking lot cleaner, maintenance guy, what the fuck he was. But, had an awfully big attitude for such a little man. I'm a little man myself. But I know I could have kicked this dude's ass. Commie Catcher, how you know that? Because I have had my ass whooped multiple times. 99% of the fights I've ever been in, I got my ass kicked. Only way such a little man could have that kind of a fucking attitude is if he was handed everything his whole life, never had to do any physical labor, and has never gotten punched in the face for his stupid ass mouth. So this is for all you people that decide you need to wait until the last minute when we're done with our job to come out and tell us that you want us to redo our job. It ain't gonna happen. You're wasting your time. Unless you got another $60 in your pocket handy, I ain't moving shit. You can push that shit. Go get your fucking little flock of gremlins or whatever the hell you need to move this motherfucker if you don't like where I put it. Because I'm not gonna do all that work to move it over another 3 spots. Especially after someone who works in the same place as you just told me to put it there. Difference is, that guy handles the service. You run around with a motherfucking mop and one of them little pointy sticks picking up cigarette butts and empty fucking beer cans. And if you ain't aware, I'm more likely to listen to the dude in a suit and tie that looks like he knows what the fuck he's doing than I am to your anorexic little bitch ass. I like being able to wear a t-shirt all the time too. But if you go and wear a t-shirt all the motherfucking time like I do, you can't go around being a fucking asshole to everyone. Do you understand? I sure hope you do. Because one of these days you're going to run into somebody who does not like their job and they're going to whip your motherfucking ass.